Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided to switch gears, and it comes with the cross-stitch hoop, 14 count Aida fabric cloth, a needle, as well as an assortment of various different colors of thread. And it also comes with the pattern. A couple extra things that you'll want for when you are cross stitching: a pair of scissors, a pen or a marker, fabric tape or masking tape, a nice handy dandy tool. This is actually, if you mess up, it will allow you to get into your stitches and remove them without having to remove your entire work. So when you get your cloth out, what you will want to do is you will want to fold it as it shows in the diagram. It's going to help you find your center piece. So after you've folded your fabric, you're going to take masking tape or fabric tape and just go along the edges, all four edges of your fabric. What this is going to do is this is going to keep your fabric from fraying on you, and especially if you're working on a project that can't be done in one sitting, you definitely want to do this, because otherwise over time your fabric will fray. So this is definitely a lifesaver. But I would use either fabric tape or I would use masking tape. And then what you'll want to do is you'll place your fabric in your hoop and tighten your hoop. And what these cross stitch hoops do is they help tighten this fabric, so that way when you're stitching along, you have nice looking stitches and they're not going to come out looking loose. You'll want to take either a marker, pen, or a piece of thread and just mark your center spot. When you look at your pattern, you're going to see a dark black arrow located on the top of your pattern and the bottom, and one on each side. So all you have to do is you're going to go down until those two sections intersect, and that is where your center would be. One thing I do want to point out is, do you see how we have squares on this pattern that are completely blank? Even though we're not putting stitches there, those still count as stitches. You will see each color is designated with a symbol, and that symbol is going to be your reference for your pattern, telling you exactly where those colors are going to be placed in your pattern. Now, one thing I want to show you guys really quick is, if you look at the symbols, you'll notice a number in parentheses here. What that is referring to is how many number of threads you're going to use for each particular color. So I have decided to work on the symbol H, which is gray, 18512. 1512, which is this right here. Now, when they're talking about that number in the parentheses, what you have to do is you have to go into your thread and you're going to kind of splay it apart. And when you do, you'll notice that each string of thread generally has anywhere from like 6 to 8. My pattern is calling for me to use 2 pieces of thread. So what I would do is I would find 2 pieces of thread, pull them apart and separate them from the rest of this string. Now look at your pattern, go to the center, count down the number of spaces until I hit the row that I'm going to be working in. Then I'm going to count over until I hit that first stitch that I want to work with. So mine is 11 down, 8 over. start bottom left corner, pull your thread through. If we flip it over, now what I've done is I've tied myself a knot so I know my thread is not going to pass through the product, but I'm still going to fold this over. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to go into the top right hole. We're going to go into our next, what would be considered our next square or next stitch. And you're going to go into the bottom left stitch, pull up, and go to the top right stitch. Bottom left, top right. Once you have that completed, we're going to start closing our stitches off, okay? And to do that, we're going to go into the bottom right stitch, and then go into the top left stitch, and that will complete your X. And again, we're going to go into bottom right, into that top left. So to finish this off, all you have to do is take your needle and you're just going to bury that tail. I just want to say, everybody, I hope you try to find a little bit of peace today in this crazy, crazy world. If you feel like you are learning from the videos that I post, then please, by all means, subscribe to my videos, like my videos, and share them. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Bye.